Hi, guys, and welcome to another episode of the Cry But Don't Quit show. I'm your host, India Miles, and today we have a new guest who's going to be sharing her self-worth challenge with us, and let's learn how and what we could do about it. Go ahead and introduce yourself.
Thank you, India. My name is Chantel. My self-worth challenge is I tend to struggle with people that have inconsistency. So I tie my worth to them not being able to show up for me, them not being able to follow through on the things that they say. And what it's doing is it's causing me to doubt myself and is questioning if something is wrong with me, especially when it comes from people that I actually care about. If it's anyone else outside of who I care about, then it doesn't faze me. But for those who are extremely close to me, I tie their actions or lack thereof to my identity and my self-worth. Like, what am I not good enough? Why are they showing up this way towards me when I go over and beyond for them? And so my question to you is, how do I stop allowing the actions or the lack thereof actions from those that I care about to define my self-worth?
Nice. That's a pretty popular challenge. It's like somebody else, again, mistreats us and we take it on ourselves. And that is a red flag for self-worth if you are looking at a situation like that. My advice, flat out, is you've got to be more consistent in your life. Only reason why you're sourcing that is because you are that. Let me say that again. The only reason why you are attracting that is because you are that. If inconsistent people are showing up, in her case, she's going above and beyond. She's trying to earn their approval. Her self-worth is tied to a result. The only reason why those people are in your life, because somewhere else she's inconsistent. Somewhere else she has dreams, goals, disciplinaries that she set for herself, and she keeps, falling short on those. So when it shows up as a mirror, doesn't feel good, does it? But thank God that, everything is fair. Until you do that work, until you put in the work to say, hey, it could be something as simple as losing weight. It could be something as much as saving money. It could be, hey, the next time, I told myself I wasn't going to go above and beyond for this person. I did it anyways. What I want you to get about self-worth is that it has a yo-yo effect. Whatever you are seeing on the other end of that yo-yo that you don't like, you are literally holding the string. You're the one rolling it out, and the mirror that's coming back or the result that's coming back to you is information. It's data for you to say to yourself, okay, I did not like that. I'm doing this, and let me be honest with myself, I don't know what to do differently. So the tools that I want to give you of what to do differently is, number one, there is no cheat code. You want to look good, you got to work out. You want better friends, you got to cut off the bad ones. You want more money, you got to make the ask and ask for it. So if you're inconsistent in, for example, you want people to show up and help you. I'm using that because that's on the top of my mind today. Are you consistent about, one, being clear on what you need help with? Are you consistent with cutting people, hey, you're fired, if they do not demonstrate even early on the disciplinaries in order to do that? Compromise is your biggest weapon. That is what is working against your success right now. That compromise, that lack of, I see it. I've seen this happen a million times, but this time is going to be different. This time, this person, based on all of what they're telling me, based on all the data that they're showing me, it's going to be different. The true test is whether or not you're going to overcome that compromise this time and stay true to what you know, even if there's an inkling it could turn out the way all the other times turned out. Hey, I've got to be consistent. I've got to apply this rule no matter the circumstances. I don't care how much I like you. I don't care how long I've known you. I don't care how positive you are or how awesome you make me feel when we're around each other. I've got a standard here that I've got to keep for me so that I can start attracting better. You cannot control what Brittany does. You can't. Brittany's going to show up for you or she's not going to show up for you. But you definitely can control the I'm thinking of all sorts of words, but I'm going to say your energy. Just the energy that you put off, if it's desperate, if it's needy, if it's compromising, Not so much is Brittany going to pick up on it, but you're carrying it. And the energy that you're going to attract is going to match you where you are. You want to break free of that energy, you've got to elevate. And that requires stricter boundaries for you, stricter rules for you. So that inconsistency that you're experiencing is because you are inconsistent somewhere else. How's that land for you?
That's landing on the runway. And I hate to say it because I think it's easy for us to identify
Problems
things in other people.
Mm-hmm.
And when you mentioned that it's showing up somewhere in my life, I instantly identified where.
You want to share or is it personal?
No, it's personal.
Okay, all right.
But I could confirm that I do have inconsistency in my own personal life. So it makes sense that it manifests itself in those who approach me and how they handle me and make me doubt and think. And it's like, well, this is a mirror. This is a mirror that I really need to sit with and really just take those necessary steps to have something else present before me. But that landed really, really hard. And I was able to identify exactly where. Yeah.
Yeah. And what I'm hearing you say is that, you are going to run out and fix that thing.
Yeah.
And that it was very easy to see all the flawed people around us. It's so easy. It's like, oh, my daughter does this. Oh, my husband does that. Oh, but when the advice hits home for you, and that requires some accountability and responsibility for, again, your contribution in it. What I love about self-worth is that anytime you want your life to change in the capacity of self-worth, the data's already there. It's there with the pain points. If you don't like people showing up in your life that are inconsistent, that means you've got to become consistent in all areas of your life. There is some compromise that is sabotaging your relationships, your finances, your well-being, causing you to have to do more than what's being done for you. So let me give you an example of how to play this out, because I can feel the energy in the room and everybody's like, okay, shoot, noted.
Right.
I already know what I need to do. It starts with being selfish. When I was going through, the frustration of running my own business, running a nonprofit, running, dating for the first, a new relationship, all at the same time, I carried this frustration of, one, I was overworked. So everyone that met me, it was important that they did for me because I had taken on more than what I could handle. So the selfish journey that allowed me to implement the lack of compromise was, one, having an extreme value of my presence and my access. That's why I deleted my social media. Here it is. I have 500,000 people following me across 4 platforms, and they have access to me, my brilliance, my breakfast for free. Can you imagine having that many people over your house in the morning when you posting your stories for free? So I gave value to my access. I said, you'd have to jump through a few more hoops in order to be able to be this up close and personal with me. Okay? When I met people for the first time, including, if I were dating, I've been married for a while, but if I were dating and I wanted to apply it to my dating life, the selfishness is becoming bold enough to ask, what can you do for me? What do you want to do for me? How do you see yourself? You know what? Before I hire you, I'm going to actually give you a trial run. Let me see if you've actually you show up. Let me see the attitude you show up with, because you're working for free. Really becoming selfish. And for someone who's compromising and that has become your identity, being selfish feels like a bad word. It is the biggest gift. Before I let you go, I want you to just respond to that and let them know what you're building for women in your space.
Yeah, so I'm already thinking about how painful that process is definitely going to be, because I've never come from a space of selfishness. I'm always want to be the most compassionate one, the most giving person. And again, it's negatively impacting myself. So I'm mentally already preparing myself as to I'm going to lose a lot of people. A lot of people. And that's going to be a very painful process. So That's that. I don't want to start crying because I feel like I am.
Literally, you're on the Cry But Don't Quit show.
Yeah, I know.
It is. I think it's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But for the women, I do have a membership community for professional women. We partner with vetted industry experts in the area of financial fluency and professional development to provide applied learning experiences. One of the gaps that I've identified is once a woman obtains her degree and goes throughout life, she either has to go back to school to earn another degree or hire a coach or try to figure things out by herself. And so at She Ignite, we support her through those transition phases. If she's trying to pivot from a career, she wants to, doesn't have the finances to really just go after a coach or wants to be in the community of women that are currently going through that process as well, she has that safe space. So just like what India is doing here with the Cry But Don't Quit show, I do that inside of my membership community. So I appreciate you so much, honey.
No, I appreciate
I
you
really,
too.
really do. I do.
No, we need this. So thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you so much for being here. I appreciate
Thank
you for
you.
being here, Chantel.
I appreciate you.
Awesome.
Oh, this is about to make me cry, girl. Oh, my